She's pissed. Staging lane's lady's pissed. So we are down here in Orlando, Florida. We drove here 12 hours last night, and I will be running this Dragster in Super Comp, and my brother will be running his Roadster in Super Gas. We have not unloaded it yet. And this is the start of the NHRA Division 2 season, and this will kind of see if we have our stuff together or not. This will be test day, so we'll be able to get 3 or 4 runs apiece today and kind of see how it plays out.
We're about to go do a first warm-up on gas. I've been on alcohol for fuel the whole time that I've been running it. Didn't really work out for me last year on the throttle stop. Worked great bracket racing, so we're kind of taking a swing, making a carburetor change, and gonna go see what happens today. All new setup, so we're very optimistic. While I check over some of the last few things before I crank it up, make sure there's no leaks or anything, Jason's gonna go warm his up.
Well, we're about to go make a pass. Yeah, we're shooting for 890. I don't know exactly where to put the throttle stop settings at. I misplaced my notes from last year. So we're gonna take a stab at it and see how close we get.
We are going to make a first run. Not gonna do a throttle stop hit, just gonna make a clean 8th mile hit, maybe a little further if I feel like it, just to make sure it all works right, feels right with the new carburetor, new fuel. And then we'll come back, throw it on the throttle stop, assuming it all goes well, and try to go 990. So we made a little 8th mile blast right there just to make sure it was all good. It actually mile an hour better than it did on alcohol. Back half from 330 to the 8th, a number faster than the last time I came out. So that was cool. It's a little slow down low, but I think we got something to work with, and we're gonna turn the throttle stop on this time and shoot for a 990.
Well, the first run we went a 8.6, no, what did I go? Okay, restart. What did I go, a 76?
I can't.
God dang it.
You were driving. How do we know?
Okay, so the goal here is to go at 890. First run, we just put the motor back in and went at 876. I'll take it. We added 2/10 to the throttle stop. Should slow it down about 800ths. We're gonna take a baby step at it. The goal here is just to run between an 85 and a 90. Would be ideal. Sun came out pretty hard, so we might lose another 100th or 2 there. But we're gonna go make one more and see how we do. Well, yesterday we ended the day on a good note, went an 887. We're shooting for an 890. The air is about maybe 200s quicker today. We're going to make a slight adjustment to the throttle stop, try to slow it down just a little bit. We should get either 2 or 3 qualifying runs today, and we're going to try to make the best of them.
Is tire pressure a secret?
No. I don't know where to send these things out anyway.
Alright, so we went and made one run with the throttle stop. Went 987 right there. Slowed it down a few hundredths. We're going to make another change to try to get back toward a 90 right here and see what happens. So all is going well. It's just nice and planted on the top end. Couldn't really ask for much better.
Well, we've made 2 runs so far. We're having slight difficulties. The stuff isn't always as easy as it seems. The car did perfect yesterday, and today it is continuously going faster and faster. We have not figured it out yet. We think it's tire related with the way it's leaving the starting line. So we're gonna make a tire pressure adjustment, see how it does this last lap, and hopefully we'll be ready for first round in the morning.
He's standing on a block and I'm not.
Jonathon looks like... stay like that.
There we go. Well, today was qualifying.
Start over, sorry.
Yeah, what the
Yeah.
fuck? Oh, like, how am I going to edit that?
We were supposed to drop with it. Okay, you ready? You're not going to do any squats or anything?
Go.
Okay. Today was qualifying. We each got 3 runs apiece. For me, nothing went as planned. The car was really fast. It wasn't leaving the starting line consistently every time, so we're gonna need some luck tomorrow. I made a very drastic change on the last run. I kind of like the outcome. That's what we're gonna stick with first round. We're just gonna hope for the best.
My day started out a little smoother than his, and I thought we had everything kind of on cruise control with the Roadster, and everything was making sense with the adjustments. We just made our last pass in the nighttime. We got some cleanups in the way that put us off until this weather came around, and I thought the car was going to pick up a lot more than it did. I made an adjustment that slowed it down a lot. That was my fault, but we're learning with this new setup, so we'll figure it out and have a good weapon to race with tomorrow.
First round at 9 o'clock. We'll see how it goes. So apparently, these guys have people that they don't want to run. This blue Camaro right here didn't want to run the Dakota truck that has already run now. So he got out of line and then tried to get back in line. Now you have division director walking up over here, redhead dude. He's pissed. Staging lanes lady's pissed. They're probably trying to toss the dude. He's our neighbor. Oh man. Oh, Cody's giving me an ugly eye for talking with a mic. So we just got back from second round. We did not get a video of the run, but it was a win light. It was against one of what I would consider one of the toughest competitors out here in this class. We had identical reaction times up front, and it was just a game of numbers at the finish line. I broke out less than he did. So I made the decision coming up on the finish line that I needed to stay behind, and that's what I did, and it worked out.
Well, Steve Minotti here with the McCandless brothers, who've had a good weekend here in Orlando, Florida, not Ontario, California, is the difference, about 3,000 miles, actually. But anyway, how did your race go? Go ahead.
Well, today went okay. We got through the first couple of rounds, kind of making some strides at figuring out the throttle stop setup, and third round, we kind of ran into the wrong guy at the wrong time, and we both made a really good lap, and his was just a little bit better. Took a little bit too much stripe down there. Should have gave it a few more rips, but we'll take it and learn from it next time.
Now you're driving the Roadster, and you're driving the Dragster, and how was your race?
Well, we did okay. First couple of rounds went great. Couldn't ask for much better. Car was struggling. Third round came around and I started struggling. Showed up on the red side of the tree, so that's not where you want to be, but I was set up very aggressive reaction time wise, and I knew that was a possible consequence. So it happened. We need to go back to the drawing board on potential rear tires to run and maybe a shock adjustment. So we have a test today in our near future, maybe in the next few weeks if the weather turns up decent back home.
And while you guys were on the track having fun, I was out in the pits and in the staging lanes getting the stories of various races, from stock class cars to super stockers to dragsters. Every type of vehicle. Had a blast this weekend, and it was a lot of fun. I hope you enjoyed the videos as well.
And while I do some of the finishing touches, so we're about to do